Lord it, you will not believe. You won't believe the things that happen to me now. I always get in front of this camera and it's nothing but positive vibes, tips and advice, and just ways to kind of help you become a better 360 booth operator and have a better, more successful 360 booth business. Let me go ahead and adjust this right here, guys. You won't believe. By the way, no exaggeration during the making of this video. This is all real stuff that happened to me just a few days ago while being at an event for Amazon. What's the worst thing that can happen? Really, like, think about it. What's the worst thing that can happen to us as 360 booth operators? Damn. Well, I think it happened to me. And that's my booth decided to just not work at all. No signs of life. So my biggest mistake, guys, and I've talked about this in the past, and sometimes to this day, I think that all of us, as not only as operators, but as humans, we become complacent, and sometimes we take shortcuts or we do things that we know we shouldn't be doing, but we do it because, like I said, complacency. And that's the number one enemy for anything in life, is complacency. So learn from my mistakes. I get to the Amazon site. I set up everything except the booth. The booth, I left it in the van because I had things like on top of it, I had stanchions stuff. So I took out the stanchions, set up the stanchions, set up the prop table, set up my lights, set up the fog machines, set up the bubble machine. And so the very last thing to come out the van was the actual booth. So then I take the booth out, put it in the middle, go ahead and grab the remote after I put the arm in, connected it to the portable power bank that I have, turned on the power bank, the LED lights started going on, hit the remote, no signs of life, baby. Like, the arm was just staying still, no beep, no nothing. So I'm thinking, like, okay, no worries, the remote battery's probably low. But no, because the remote light was turning on every time I was hitting that power button. So I said, maybe I have the wrong remote, because I have two booths, a total of 4 remotes. I go in my bag, grab the remote that matches the booth, try that secondary remote, nothing is working. So now both remotes are not working, and I know both remotes have good batteries. So I'm thinking, okay, there's a loose cable in the platform that's connected to the motor, because evidently the LED lights are responding to my portable battery. So then I tried to remove all the cables and all the adapter cables, and then I connected the power bank directly to the motor, pressed the button, no signs of life. No signs of life, guys, and I got like 20 more minutes to start spinning. So now I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking, what can possibly go wrong? I'm thinking, cool, I got it. Maybe the remote is no longer synced with the actual motor. So what I did was I went through the syncing programming process, and I'll show you guys how you go ahead and do that right here on this video. This is what you want to do. You want to disconnect it from the power like this. Hold down this top button, the on and off button. Hold it down, and while it's being held down, reconnect these cables. So while you're holding down the button, go ahead and reconnect it. I'm doing that right now. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's reconnected, and then what you usually do is you let go and you press it, and it'll program itself, it'll sync, and it'll start working again. It's not happening in my case here today. Oh man, this is the first time. So wanted to share my downs with you. It's not all of it. Like I said, guys, it's not all about success. It's about issues you run into and how you go about solving them. So we'll see what happens with the client as well. This is the Amazon event, second one this week. So, whew, all right. So if you try these steps and it's still not working, most likely, guys, your motor has gone bad, or your box that receives a signal from the remote has gone bad. One of those two things. So now I'm stuck here, and I'm thinking, if none of this is helping out, right? It's not my battery. It's the damn motor, right? Now in my mind, okay, it's the motor, David. What are you gonna do? Usually I take 2 booths with me to every event. And the reason I take 2 booths with me to every event is because you never know when this is going to happen. So crazy that on the day that I decide just to take 1 booth, right, to save me time in the loading process, this issue occurs, guys. Again, complacency. You heard this word twice already during this video, and I think it's important for me to point this out, is because I don't want you guys to go through the experiences and setbacks that I've experienced. And this is why I make YouTube videos, because it's all about sharing that advice that's going to help you go ahead and reach a level of success without being too strenuous during that process. What I'm trying to say is, without going through too much friction during your moments as an entrepreneur. So I'm there. my booth is not working. I call my point of contact. I ask her for a screwdriver. So anyways, guys, long story short. All right, guys, I couldn't get this motor going. I opened this box up, checked it, nothing in. Loosened this. There's no way I can get this because this is in the way. There's an Ellen holding this down. So here we go. All right, now we got going manual. All right, guys, it is what it is. We got to work with what we got. Let's go. I cut the belt and converted my automatic booth into a manual booth. The event went on. To me, it was a success because the rest could be figured out later on. Which is another important fact that I want to bring up is make sure you guys have good suppliers. You guys are buying from suppliers that are really going to help you guys out. Now, the reason I have these two suppliers that I dealt with in my description box is because they understand that we're business owners, small business owners, so they know that if their equipment that they sold us malfunctions, it affects our pockets, it affects our business. So what they do is they try to right away solve that issue, and it could be simply as sending you a belt, sending you a motor, sending you a sensor, sending you replacement remotes, things like that, guys. So I reached out to my supplier when I got home, showing them videos and pictures. They're like, yep, it looks like it's the motor. So we're going to go ahead and send you a motor. So big shout outs to my suppliers in the description box below. They're taking care of me during this process, and they're doing it as fast as they can. Too bad this happened on a Friday because Saturdays and Sundays, most businesses don't operate. But hey, guys, we got to roll with the punches. Like I said, and make sure that when we're buying from these suppliers, in the contract or in the invoice, it shows that there's going to be 1 to 2 year warranty on the equipment that we are buying, guys. I hope this video helps. It was crazy for me. I enjoyed making this video because in life, these are situations that make you think. And also remember, guys, do not become complacent. Take care. Peace.